friends, I am Anirudh. In this video, I am going to share with you a trick in which white attacks the black from the starting and wins the game. And I have an interesting chess puzzle for you all. So stay tuned till the end with Chess Bliss. So let's get started with the Italian opening. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Bishop C4. The famous Italian opening is on the board. A very common move that you can expect from black is Knight F6. This is known as the two knight defense. If he played this, he is gone. Let me show you how. We are going to play Knight to G5. Now we are attacking the weakest kingside pawn present in the F7 square. So now black is forced to defend this pawn or block this bishop. So protecting the pawn is not possible. So blocking the bishop is possible. So black is forced to play D5, blocking this bishop from this diagonal. Now we are going to take this pawn on D5 with our pawn to D5. From here there are many variations and I will cover each and every variation from here. Now black is a pawn down and he will play knight takes D5. Now we are going to play a surprising move, that is knight takes F7. We are now forking the queen and the rook. So black is forced to play king into F7. The black king lost its right to castle. Now we are going to play the move queen F3, check. To block this check, black can't play knight to F6 because this knight is pinned to this king. He can't bring out his bishop, we can take this bishop, and queen can't come out because we can simply gobble up this knight. So black king is forced to move. He has 5 squares to move, that is E8, E7, E6, G6 and G8. So let me cover all the variations. So let me start from the first variation, that is king to G8. If he play this, then he is gone. Let me show you how. First, we have to capture the knight on D5 with our bishop. Bishop D5. Now, check. Now, black queen is forced to take our bishop. So, queen D5. Now we will take this queen on D5 with our queen. So queen D5. Now black is forced to block the check with his bishop. So bishop E6. And we will take the bishop on E6 for free. So it's a beautiful checkmate. So let's look at the second variation, that is king to E6. If he plays this, we have to play knight to C3, putting an additional pressure on the D5 knight. From here, black has two options, that is knight to E7 or knight to B5, supporting this knight. If he plays this, we have to play pawn to A3. Now black can take this pawn on C2. He takes the pawn on C2, check. Now we are going to move our king to D2. What we are doing is we are moving up the space because the king is on the center. So black takes our rook, knight A8. Now we are going to capture this knight on D5 with our knight. So knight to D5. So king to D6. Now we are going to play pawn D4. So black captures the pawn on D4. Now we are going to play bishop to F4, check. So black is forced to move his king to C6. Now we can capture this pawn on C7. So this is a bad position for black and you can win it from here easily. Without capturing the pawn on D4, if black plays bishop to E6, then we have to bring our rook into action, that is rook E8. From here, black has no way to protect the pawn on e5. From here, you can break through the center and ultimately win this game because the king is on the center. So let's see another variation. That is knight to e7. If he play this, we have to play pawn to d4. He can't take this pawn because if he take, we can take this knight on d5. He recaptures, then we can play queen e4 check. As soon as the king moves, we can take this knight on d5. The best move for black in this position is pawn to c6. He is strengthening the knight on d5. And he is also opening this diagonal for his queen to go. If he play this, we have to play bishop to g5, pinning this knight to this queen. This is a natural move because this knight is pinned to this king and this knight is pinned to this queen. So black tries to move your bishop and he will play h6. Now you have to take this knight on e7 and he will take this bishop with his bishop, that is bishop e7. In this position we have to castle because the rook is in an active position. When we take the pawn on e5, we can demolish our opponent. From here, you can easily win this match. So let's go back and look another variation. That is, from this position, instead of capturing the pawn on d5, if black plays knight to a5, then we have to play bishop to b5, check. Black can't play bishop to d7 because if we play queen to e2, black takes our bishop, we take his bishop, check, and we can gobble up this knight. So black have to play pawn to c6. Then we have to capture this pawn on e6 and he recaptures. Now we have to play queen to f3. If you see this position, black is a pawn up and ahead in development. So this is the best position for white and you should have win it from here. So let's see you can solve this puzzle. That's all friends. If you think this video is useful, then please like and subscribe for my channel.